The Formal Gamer, podcasts for those with exquisite taste.
Welcome to Season 8 of the Formal Gamer podcast. Fickle the Bard, Burnham the Monk, and Methuselah the Magic User begin their quest in chains, but end up in the middle of a conflict they don't truly understand. Malevolent magical forces are at work in the town of Dulasar, with defiant Dragonborn, guarded gnolls, and cunning kobolds fighting for supremacy. Will our three heroes be able to escape and discover why their life seems to be draining away? Especially as their own demons seem to be getting in the way of their progress. Sometimes literally.
Hi guys, welcome to episode 20 of season 8 of the Formal Gamer podcast. No, I know that is the Formal Gamer podcast. As always, Facebook, Twitter, our website. Thank you for the nice messages and just joining in with chats. It's always nice to hear from you guys. We are launching a new store for t-shirts, organised by the amazing Alice. It's looking absolutely fantastic at the moment. I'll put a link in the episode description, and there's only one design on there at the moment, the Formal Gamer logo, the new one, which is super sexy. But the link for those people is going to be formalgamer.threadless.com, I hope. So if you are looking for a t-shirt with a new logo on it, that's where to go. And there's loads of other stuff in there, sweatshirts and all sorts of stuff. So have a look at that and let us know what you think. But more important than any of that is that you enjoy the episode.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Formal Gamer podcast. Woo! We got a little bit distracted at the end of the last episode.
I don't know what you're talking about. We made a hat. We went carpet shopping.
Someone slept.
Probably making the hat was about the most constructive thing we did during the episode.
But we're ready to pounce, aren't we?
Yes.
Can we have a bigger party?
Yeah.
Yes.
We've
Yes.
come together.
Come together.
Focus.
Right now. Over me.
Okay,
I love that. Focus. Everyone else join in.
So we fast forwarded time and you were camped out in this little sort of hide that you've made yourselves, waiting for the ceremony of the moon, which you witnessed in part the previous night.
Yes.
So far, things have gone pretty much exactly as they did the night before.
Yes.
A series of kobolds and orcs have come out of the lower regions and gone into the temple and placed themselves in a circular fashion around the edge of the wider clearing where the pyramid is. Some of these people on the edge are holding torches, so you can sort of have a look round. There are two kobolds left near a trapdoor that you know takes you to a level -2 on this pyramid. They are near this trapdoor, and you were in the process of deciding whether you were going to throw rocks, call sleep on them through magical properties, with your new friend Aruk, the orc, who you nearly killed and now have made friends with in the last episode. I believe that's where we were. Over to you guys.
Yes, so I think, Aruk, if you prepare your sleep spell, if we cast an illusion of a chest to distract them. If someone throws a rock near that chest, we'll try and cast this away from the temple, kind of luring them into the forest where Tully and Burnham can easily sneak up on them and whack them to death.
Okay.
Sounds like a good idea.
Fickle quickly offers up a prayer to her patron.
Yes, and I don't have a patron because I'm a wizard, so...
Oh, you don't have anybody?
No, not really.
You can share my god. We could have a marriage...
No, can't do that, unfortunately. It's kind of technical, but we won't get into it.
Can I do an insight? Because I've fought a lot of kobolds now. Just because I've forgotten, really. Roughly how many hit points do I remember kobolds having?
About 12.
About 12.
Depends on
Wow.
dice. It
Exactly
depends on the dice
12.
roll. No. Depends on the dice roll.
Ooh. Fickle, how can you help in this situation? You can do your bowing?
Well, I've done a prayer, and I am really going to will you guys the best.
Okay. That sounds good.
So if they've got 12, I don't think me and Tully can take them both out silently.
Okay, I can thorn whip one of them,
That might help, yeah.
and then I'll whack them with my shillelagh.
Yeah.
Bing, mage armour on me.
I'll get fighty too.
Bing, shillelagh.
This is obviously if they don't fall asleep, or are we not doing that?
Well, I think if we beat them up, if they then are going to run off and, we worry the situation's falling apart, then Aruk, that's when you can cast your sleep.
Darling, I really think we should think about a sleep spell further up front.
Yeah, how many...
I don't think so.
How many spells?
I like what Maluthala said.
Methuselah?
Methuselah.
How many spell slots do you have, Great Shaman Wizard?
Not a lot. Let's do what we discussed before.
Okay. Can be quite cryptic about the number of spell slots there.
I just met you. Let's not get carried away.
I'll be up front. I have 2.
And you tried to surround and attack me
Okay.
when we first met.
I'm saying I have 2 and
Yes,
a bunch of cantrips.
We didn't kill you in your sleep.
You
I
can
mean-
change your voice. See?
What?
You can change your voice.
You got a new voice.
Why do I have a new voice?
Well, you're just not doing your voice.
Oh no, I was just talking. I wasn't actually talking in the actual thing.
I think that Methuselah was talking in character.
Yes, we can be open with each other. We're both wizards.
What happened before? All I said was I don't have many.
Yes. Okay, no, it's cool. You don't do sleep. It's got very
I thought this was
confusing.
an off-character thing. Okay.
No, we're just talking about each other's proficiency as wizards.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Okay. I was. Okay, let's do it. So there by the trapdoor. I guess we can try and we're further into the shrubs and the bushes. Is there anywhere which presents a good position for us to try and lure them over? Somewhere that's next to more bushes that we can sneak through to try and get to them, as in Burnham and
But
Tully.
within 35 feet of us, so
Yeah.
we can do it in one turn.
We don't want it to be too... We want to probably lure them closer to us, but not just in the middle of an opening where we would have to run up to them and punch them in the face. Do you get what I mean?
They're about a movement away from the actual trapdoor entrance.
Yeah.
There are some foliage and stuff around that. Is that what you're...
But is that within 35 feet of us?
No. Yes, it could be. There'd be a bit.
We want a spot where we can lure them over and Tully and Burnham could sneak through the bushes to get them.
From behind.
Yeah, from the side or behind.
Preferably
Yeah.
without them being
Yeah,
aware.
From our position is what I'm trying to ask. And I can't make a judgment on that
And
because...
Fickle's very stealthy as well.
She is, yes.
Thank you, husband.
Surprise attacks with a bow, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, yes! The bow!
Oh, that bloody bow.
Yes.
I couldn't stealthily give you makeup though, could I? But yeah, Fickle
No.
gets her short bow out and she gets it ready.
Because I'm a wise wizard. That's why.
Okay, who's throwing this rock then?
Well, we have to pick the spot first. Do we have a spot that we think could be good?
You reckon that there's a place of movement away? Obviously, if you want to move, you're going to have to stealth out. And
Yeah,
as
we
soon
don't.
as-
We want to lock them into moving closer to it,
And then stealth behind.
and then we want a position where we can stealth towards them through bushes.
Yeah, you reckon? Yeah, there'd be stuff with bushes in the way. And
Okay,
things
I
like that.
illusion a chest there.
Okay.
Or should I just do a
Illusion
call?
and mimic.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. They might be like, oh, actually, yeah, maybe that's a bit too
They
risky.
might be a
Actually,
bit scared of the mimic.
should I just do a call, like a yip?
Yeah, do an illusion.
Like a distressed yip, maybe.
Yeah, distract. Yeah, you can speak languages at the moment. can't
No,
you?
I can understand, comprehend.
Right.
So I just illusion from that spot.
Right.
But just loud enough that only they would hear it.
Okay. Roll a deception.
Oh, there's some particulars about this, actually. They either have to make an intelligence check against my DC, or if you want to call it as a deception, then I can roll deceiving. Either way.
Roll it as your illusion, and how they react, I will roll for them.
Okay.
Separately.
It's a DC check.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One botches, and one gets a 15.
Ooh, 15 beats my
Yeah.
DC of 13.
So, and this is to see whether they think it's what?
So, if a creature discerns the illusion for what it is, an illusion, it becomes faint to the creature. I don't know what that means for sound.
I think they would just be able to ignore it.
Yeah.
Because it's only in their head.
Okay, so one stands up and he starts moving towards, and you can understand him at the moment. So one stands up and he goes, I think... No. No, he doesn't do that. I'm thinking...
Hang on, this is perfect.
I'm thinking of joining an order. No, he goes, I think I heard something over there. No, it was nothing. It was just the sounds of the forest. No, I definitely heard something over there. No, you didn't. Sit down now. We're watching this. It's going to be a good one tonight. The moon is bright. That's what happens.
I will try again with more yipping.
Roll it. Oh, no, they've got a...
Yep.
16 and a 9. No, I definitely heard something. I definitely heard it. No, you didn't. Sit down. You're being an idiot.
This one of them's a real tosser. The other one's buying it, but this other one, he's being a complete tosser about things. Well, I don't know what we could do. Like, they don't seem to be being lured over. We're not able to beat one of them. We could call out to...
Maybe make an actual noise. One that's not in their head. Let's try the rock
rocks
now.
Okay, throw the rocks then. Yeah, go for
We
it.
throw rocks into the bushes as well, where we're making the yipping noise from.
Yep. You are you aiming for a specific area or just?
Just where, just that.
Yeah, you throw the rocks and Methuselah, you hear. Look, I definitely heard something that time. Definitely. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe we should go check it out then. Let's go. And
Okay.
the two of them move off slowly and cautiously towards that area.
Okay, here it is, boys!
Wait a minute. Couldn't we just go down the trapdoor while they walk away, rather than attack them?
Well, it depends how
They're
far
now
they
moving
go.
towards the trap.
And getting the trapdoor open and closed out and realising might be difficult.
Yeah.
They heard me yesterday doing it. And then one of them got trapped in the trapdoor. It was a whole thing.
It didn't go well. Yes.
I feel like they should have because they're yipping around. I'm trying to think how I can translate that into an actual voice to do here. Like, because I feel like that's kind
Good luck.
Would it translate into your head in like how you're speaking?
Oh yeah.
So it would
it
it
would translate into their accent.
It would translate in common, or would it?
Yeah, but it'll be like an excited. Yippee.
I think there's something over there.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah, let's go have a look. All right. That's how they're
It's not
speaking
about
from now
killing
on.
them now. They seem alright.
Yeah. Okay. All right, guys, ready? Have you got your bow and arrow out, Fickle?
It could be Skinky. He's been missing for days now.
Oh, that's awkward.
We were halfway through a drafts match as well.
Yes.
He was winning though, and I owed him a
Let's kill them
fiver.
before we learn more about their lives.
Okay. Right.
I'm ready, but if I shoot, I'm going to do a non-lethal attack.
Skinky, is it you?
Wait, how are you doing a non-lethal attack with the bow and arrow?
In D&D, if you want to do that, you just say you announce before you strike.
Going to be aiming for a different part of the body, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be risky to them making sound, though, couldn't it?
Don't worry.
Yeah, I can guess how this goes.
Okay, well,
Burnham's got it.
Burnham's got this.
Burnham and Tully and Fickle, it's up to you to work out when they're in a good position to sneak up on.
Skinky.
Go on.
Right, well, you've got
monkeys.
the range, so...
I don't want to go first. All right.
I think you should sneak up to them
Okay,
first.
me and Tully will try and stealth up first, so we can... In fact, we might as well try and grab them. But, yeah, maybe we'll try and grab them. We'll try and stealth up. 8 plus 3, 11.
And a 2.
Yes!
Good work, Tully!
Over there in the bush is something there.
Right, I'm going to fawn whip them over to you.
I think. I mean,
I'm within a movement, so I can just attack them now.
Aruk, are you doing anything?
I'm not moving because I'm very noisy. I'm not very stealthy,
Makes sense to me.
so I'm waiting.
What's
from
the
a
range
distance.
on your sleep thing?
90 feet.
So they're well within that.
Yeah.
So if it all goes wrong, we've got sleep. We're all
Yeah,
fine.
but we weren't doing
because
that.
it's a hit point thing, the less hit point... Like, if it does go
Yeah,
wrong,
it's easy to.
if me and Tully can bat one of them, it gives them less hit points to do anyway. So, fingers crossed. Okay, well, I'm going to... Do I get advantage because they don't know I'm there?
They're cautious because they've been looking around and they've heard something. So, what, you running straight towards them?
Well, I don't know how close I am to them.
You're about
I'll
moving
fawn
away.
whip one over.
Okay, yeah.
I'll thorn whip the back one if you can get to the second one.
The front one, yep, that sounds good. Tully, he's going to thorn whip one, then you just key point punch him and punch him and punch him and punch him.
Okay.
And then Fickle will launch a non-lethal arrow at him at the end.
I'll top it up.
Fine. Okay, here we go. So, are they staggered at all? Or are they
Staggered.
both
No,
together?
they're both together.
Right, I'll just choose one to thorn whip over.
It doesn't sound like Skinky at all. I think it's something else.
Right. Oh, it's gone well. 18 plus 5.
That'll be a hit.
Wonderful. 1d6 damage. And he's pulled over 6 damage. He's pulled 10 feet closer to me, which I'm hoping is in Burnham's capable hands.
Oh no, it's enemies!
I run straight for the other one, the one who wasn't whipped over.
Okay.
And I point at that one and go,
I
Tully,
think
that's yours!
at this point we better roll initiative because
Yes.
I think combat has actually started.
Oh dear. I've got 7. Fuser's got 7.
Tully has 5 and Burnham has 10.
Anything higher than 11 or 12?
I got 18.
I've got 12. Fickle.
You might need to be slightly more than non-lethal.
Fickle, roll a d20. Unless you get a 20.
16.
Right, okay, so it is Aruk. Aruk, it's your turn.
So I'm now going to do Ray of Frost. And basically, with my right hand on the quarterstaff, I move it to the middle in front of me. I move my left hand onto the head, the face of the orc at the top, and rub it gently, and blue white light shoot out of the eyes and mouth.
Is it your,
Assuming I'm
Is this
successful.
one you roll, or is this they roll a save?
Well, it says
so Aruk, it's your turn. What are you doing?
I'm doing Ray of Frost. So now I'm going to roll.
Right, okay.
How does it look when you do Ray of Frost?
Let me see if I'm successful first.
Okay.
17.
Yes, great.
Woo! Plus 4, 21.
So what happens, Aruk? What happens?
So with my right hand on my quarterstaff, I move it to the middle in front of me. I move my left hand onto the top, so on the face head, the orc face on the top of it, and I rub it, and blue white light shoots up the eyes and the mouth.
Okay, and wings out towards...
Sorry, I just watched... Methuselah just went to pass Robin a dice, and he reacted like he was going to get punched in the face, and flinched massively from a D8 being passed towards him. It was just a beautiful moment.
They are...
2, not very good.
But what was the other effect it had?
And it's 1d8 cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of your next turn.
It's almost like he chose that on purpose, but I know you obviously didn't have a
I
clue.
obviously did.
Obviously did.
Obviously did.
Wonderful, he's not getting anywhere, is he?
No.
He's all frosty.
Okay, so this... Aruk stands forward. A couple of beams of white light come out, hit this poor kobold who's been dragged towards Methuselah.
No, it was the other one.
It was the other one.
Yeah, it's one running away, obviously.
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
running away.
There wasn't a chance for him to run away. He's just been standing
Okay,
there.
well, one I haven't dragged.
Yeah,
Yeah,
The
okay.
one that could run away.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah. Okay, and hits him. Right, let's change those health points around. And hits him. You see him sort of...
What does that mean?
Well, only to you. Everyone else close your ears.
Yeah. That's it.
Oh no!
Good.
Okay.
I can't believe that. You just revealed that. Oh my god.
I can't
That's
hear out of this here anyway.
campaign ruining.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean...
Campaign making.
Yeah, and the damage is done. Right, these kobolds. So the one furthest away is going to... He's going to be remarkably brave and stand and run forward to try and help his friend. Who's
Run forward
next...
very
If
slowly.
he's running through,
Yes.
is he going to run past me who's hidden?
Are you right next to him?
I don't know how close we are. I don't know where
You're not
they
within
ended up.
melee range.
Okay, cool.
No. He's going to run 10 feet slower than he would do normally. So how far was your whiplash?
10 feet.
10 feet.
10
so
feet.
If their movement's 30, you can go 20 feet still.
Okay. And how close were you when you did that then? Have you pulled him directly towards you?
Yeah, I pulled him directly towards me. I tried to get him near Tully and
Yeah, so he's 10 feet closer to us.
But we don't have a battle map, so I
I
have
think
no
he
idea
should
how
be.
close
He should be able to get there. It's only 10 foot.
Yeah. He's there towards his friend, and he's grabbed onto him, and he's trying to pull him backwards to try and run away because he's seen that his friend's been quite injured by this thorn whip that's come out and just struck him. The other one turns to him and says, "Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here." And
They're trying to scarper! Get
and
them
tries
in the
to
knees!
drag him back. So and they move slightly further away because obviously one's already used half his movement to get there, and they move back to similar where they were when they started before they were thorn whipped.
Okay.
Right, over to Fickle next.
Fickle fighter, bow, non-lethally for 20. That's a 20.
Well, I rolled out the dice tray, unfortunately.
Oh, will you roll it again for me then? Don't have a heart.
I mean, you managed to cock that really well.
Third time's a charm.
I used to date you, idiot. Why didn't you get 20 that time?
So that's 12 to hit. Is it a hit?
That's a tie, unfortunately.
Oh, you should have gone with the 20.
Whose goes it next then?
Burnham.
Right, burn him straight over there. Who? I go for the frosty. Actually, I'll go for the frosty one second. You can't get away. Yeah. The one who was thorn whipped. I'm going straight for the classic. Just running up and punch him in the face as hard as I can. You know, that's the classic Burnham.
Yep.
Starts with 5. Oh no, it's not going to hit this time. I don't think. No, it's an 11.
Nope, that's a miss.
And I guess Tully would cut. I'd tell Tully to come and do the same.
And Tully rolls a 9.
Plus
Your plus is what?
5.
So that'd be a 12, and that is a tie as well. So Tully runs over as well. Burn him out, get him! And then doesn't.
What did Tully roll? A 9?
9 plus 3.
It's 12.
Well, you have plus
5.
And
he's not as
has
good.
Plus 3.
Yeah.
Ooh, Tully sucks. I'm going to beat him up later.
Well, yeah. Well, unfortunately, he's got a burner next to him.
Methuselah?
I will do another thorn whip. 15 plus 5, 20. Suck it. I'm going for the one which isn't frosty.
Okay.
The one who's been
Get
thorn
over
whipped
here!
Do we get an opportunity attack as he gets pulled past us?
Yes.
Cool.
If you wish to attack him to death.
5 damage, and he's pulled 10 feet closer again.
Right, Fickle, opportunity.
No, not Fickle.
Oh, no, she's...
Fickle's got a bow and arrow.
Oh, right. In fact, I'm going to tell you that it doesn't... You two roll me a d6, both of you.
Roll it. Go for it again.
I got 5 and...
I got 5.
Right, roll again.
I got 4.
I got 1.
Ah, you
Right.
idiot.
You pull this poor kobold no towards you. Burnham and Tully punching him as he goes, but as he comes towards you, how do you want to land the finishing blow?
I'll swing my shillelagh round. I'll do a whole rotation and smack him.
In
like
a
clothesline.
in a baseball
As
fashion.
as his momentum comes forward, I'll clothesline him in the head.
And it's a clothesline from hell. He goes almost somersaults backwards round it and lands in a crumpled dead heap on the floor next to
Because
him.
from their perspective, the forest is just pulling them in with fawned vines.
While two kobolds, as they see, because we're dressed as beekeepers, start punching them silently.
Yes. So one frosty, one left.
Aruk, your turn.
I'm going to do Ray of Frost again.
Okay, on the other one. Yep, go.
The only one left. 9.
Plus
4.
Plus 4, that's 13. That's a hit.
3. And plus 8.
Okay.
Plus 8. 3 plus 8.
1d8 cold damage.
No, so
Yeah,
it's
it's free.
just the 3.
Oh, yeah,
It's
sorry.
whatever the game.
Plus a bit more cold damage, so he's still frosty.
Forgot about that.
We love him, but he does struggle sometimes.
I know
So-
how he feels. I struggle.
Another beam of light comes out, hits him. You see his green skin go a very white bluish colour. He's clearly extremely cold, and you can see snot start running out of his nose and freezing, and little icicles on his face.
Maybe we should capture him. We can try and interrogate him. Be hard, as none of us speak yippee, but I can understand him. Maybe he knows where the orc baby is.
And as it comes to his turn, you see him shout, was only looking for Skanky. What's happened? No, no, no. And he drops the stick he was holding and holds his hands next to him.
Okay, let's try to interrogate
Does
this
he
bad
speak
boy.
common? Or is that in...
No.
So only...
Look, does anyone have any idea how to speak to these creatures?
I think dropping a stick shows...
I think I might be able
he's
to use
given up.
message, might I?
I don't
Have a
know.
look.
Let's see.
What language does a kobold speak?
Koboldish.
Koboldy.
Koboldi. Koboldi biscuit.
They don't speak Draconian, do they?
Possibly.
Okay.
Koboldi dragon. It's a sub.
So I know Abyssal, but I don't know if they speak Abyssal.
No, message doesn't mean you have to. I guess you
I can understand him.
Me and I tell Tully, point him, and we sort of put a hand behind him and sort of push him towards these guys further into the forest. Like, go that way.
He starts to move forward slowly because he is doubly slowed.
Restrain him, and then we'll try and
In
talk.
fact, he gets down on his knees and he starts crawling towards you, looking very sorry for himself. All I wanted to do was sing. All I wanted to do was sing and watch the moon. The moon.
Aruk, what's the word for orc? A baby in Orcish.
In Orcish.
Yeah.
Raka.
That's the word for orc baby.
Yes,
What about orc, though? Is there a special word for orc in...
Isn't it Rak? And then Raka is baby orc. The A is the modifier that means young.
Yes, it is, Burnham.
Okay,
Just to speed him up a fucking bit.
let's just say Raka in a questioning way to this kobold. Maybe he knows where the orc babies are. Maybe that's what they're referred to.
Yeah, maybe the kobolds speak Orcish. Go for it.
What? Maybe he's just overheard Raka from, dealings.
Or the orcs themselves.
Yes, exactly. Kobold! Raka! 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 Oh!
No, I'm a kobold. What are you asking me? What are you doing?
Oh, what's the word for where in Orcish? Maybe it's close.
Kura.
Kuraraka!
What are you talking about?
And I put my hand up like I'm looking around. Like, looking around.
I know. Fickle gets her little writing book out and draws orc children, and then she draws kobolds, like, stealing them.
Oh, that's good.
And then she shows it.
Raka!
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Raka!
Mukrak, yeah. It's part of the plan.
Ooh, Raka!
It's weird because you're going to have to ask him for the words to say. Actually, he could just ask them. He knows
Yes!
Orcish.
And then
Try!
I draw a picture of us
Could do that.
holding the children and killing Moongrag.
No, don't do that!
Okay, I scribble out.
Yeah, that's not going to work. I don't think that's going to work.
I draw a picture of us like being
Draw the temple. The top of the temple, then the donuts, and then draw Raka question mark.
Okay.
Well, what else?
So I draw the temple and I draw
Or you could draw.
and I draw like the orc children and I like an arrow to show us where in the temple they
Yeah,
are.
we move our finger over.
Didn't you say you'd already seen orcs in cages with the scars?
Yeah, they're
so
growing
can't
up
you?
orcs.
Yeah, so could you draw that and do the orc babies and point to them
Yeah.
together to see if
so
that's...
I do two drawings, one of the temple as a whole, and then one.
Should we put the hut round ourselves again? Because
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Yeah,
Quite a while.
let's all get in the hut. Everyone in the hut.
1, 2, 3, 4. We can only have 9 people in there.
He's being
Yeah, that's
restrained, Burnham, Tully, right? You're holding down.
Me and we'll just
Yes.
hold him. There's not 9 of us. There's a corpse. He doesn't count.
Okay. So, yeah, we show him the picture of the temple. I move my finger going, Raka? Raka? And I'm pointing to different parts of the temple. The underchambers, the top bits. Raka!
He points at the orcs, and so hang on. What have you? So you've drawn the orcs in the cages.
Yes.
And we've done the whole like a blueprint, like a cut through of the temple.
And
Yes.
the orc babies, so pointing together to relate them.
Yeah, so
I
we
point-
know there's orc babies.
I point at the orc babies and go, Raka! And then I move my finger over the temple and say, Raka? Raka? Like,
Oh, what was the word for where? You told us the word for where.
So he
Hoorah.
looks over at Fickle and he puts his hands out for the pad and the paper.
I just give him pad and paper.
Okay, and he starts.
If he draws bollocks and a willy, he's in severe trouble.
I don't think he knows how close he is to being beheaded right now.
Punched to death. The whole group of people ready.
So he starts drawing and sort of trying to hide the paper from all of you.
Okay.
There's all of us around him.
while he's drawing, and he turns it round, and you see a picture of lots of. He's very bad at drawing, but you see a picture of lots of what you reckon to be humans, kobolds, orcs, and they're all big smiley faces, and they're all underneath the temple. And on the top of the temple is a lovely, very detailed picture of a kobold with lots of light coming out of him.
Moongrak? I'm pointing at that bit. Is that Moongrak? I point.
Moongrak! The saviour!
And then, so where he's drawn what looks like the orc babies, that's under the temple, because there's there's three chambers under the...
He's not been that so specific.
So can we not just draw the 3 chambers and then say Raka again?
Well, we know they're not in 1 or 2 because I've been in 1 or 2.
Yeah. I'm sure they're
They might be
down
in
there.
2, actually. I didn't see much in 2. But he drew them underneath, so we know they're underneath.
Yeah.
So
Well, we know where they
general
are.
location.
Right. I think we got all we can out of this guy.
And then he...
Burn him! Do a burn him.
Okie dokie! And yeah, punch.
To death.
Yeah. Like, what? Yeah.
Fickle leaves the hut for... She's like, this is not necessary, really.
It's great! Yes! Do it! Punch him!
Yeah.
Little kobold face in!
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how much you want me to roll it. Like,
Is anyone holding him?
Yeah, Tully and burn
Tully
him.
and
Holding
yeah.
him.
Oh, okay.
Tully will hold him and I'll just... I'll kicks and punches.
Smash his face to pieces.
It makes noise, but you just punch him to death, and there's a pulped.
I'm not, like, once
kobold.
he's dead, I stop. I've not got particular anger for this person, but I don't want him running off and telling the orcs particularly.
I'm just distracting myself from the murder and violence.
No, you've got to immerse yourself in it. You've got to really sink into it.
I've gone outside the hut and I send up a little prayer.
If you've gone outside the hut's not there anymore.
No, that's
No,
not
it is
true.
there. I mean, you have to be in the area of it.
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry, the area.
Okay, guys. Well, that's out the way. We need to go underground, look for these orc babies, and turn off that
it
machine.
didn't take long. Go straight out. Okay, off we go.
We didn't really
Let's
get any more
hide the other
information than
body.
we already had, really.
He's just confirming, unless he's full of shit, which he probably is because he's a kobold. So
Let's hide the other body.
Yeah, let's just throw it in the bush.
Yeah, I cover them up in branches and stuff like that.
Cool. Well, I'll let the sneaky guys take the lead. We got to sneak down there. Burnham, you were down there before.
After you, Fickle.
Fickle, you're the sneakiest. You two come up with the plan.
Can't throw a dice to save my life. Oh, Christ. Okay, so that is 10 sneakiness. And I sneak on over to the trapdoor.
Okay, yep.
Are you sneaking as
I'll be
well?
sneaking behind you, yeah.
Yep, you make your way to the trapdoor.
And do we get seen? Well, there's no one there now, is there?
There's no one right by the trapdoor, no.
Is there anyone anywhere else we've noticed?
There's people all the way around the temple, isn't there, on the outskirts?
And no one's looking at the trapdoor.
Roll your perception.
Perception, it will be 14.
You don't think so, no, at this stage.
Okay,
No.
I say, do you think the 3 of us could open this trapdoor together?
Easy, I opened up my own last time.
We've all got to get down there, though. Rook, come on, we got to go.
Okay, let's move.
Okay. So after they've gone in, we're going to hustle over and try and get in there. And I think when we're down there, you guys should take the lead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sneaking.
so
Wait, there's no light down there?
they were talk to you, yeah.
Cool, okay.
Well, they were yesterday. So,
it was very dark, but there were a couple of low light torches. Yeah.
So I open it up.
I have dark vision.
I just open it up.
Yep, and you see the long staircase, as was before, leading down to a lower part of this area.
I wave and sort of tell everyone to come down.
Let's hustle over. Let's go.
Okay, you make your way down. I assume stealthily. We'll say that you're going slowly to do that.
Yes.
Is there a bolt on this side of the door?
No. It's more of a...
Should we leave it open or close it?
It was closed when we came to it.
It
You
was.
don't have an alarm, Rook, do you?
No, I don't.
I don't either. I've learned all the other spells, basically, apart from that one.
I choose not to use it.
It seems devious to me, but you know. Okay, well, let's carry on. Fickle and Burnham.
Yep,
Keep going.
Let's go.
Okay, we head deeper into the pyramid, but we're being very cautious and sneaky.
Yeah, okay. You slowly make your way down and you get to the junction where the corridor goes into what you know to be the main room at this lower second level of the temple.
What can we see?
Do we
in
need to
there?
go one lower then?
We're already
There were stairs in this level down again, yeah.
So we're in the second basement, and we want to be in the third basement.
And there are
probably.
further stairs that we can go down.
Yes.
Can just continue.
So
those
I'll
stairs.
stick my head round. Yesterday there were 3 kobolds left behind in here. So I'm
That
gonna
you
stick my
could
head round
see,
them.
yeah.
And can I see them again?
Roll your stealth. Just you still with the big beekeeper suit.
11.
11. Yeah, you can see there are still 3 down here.
Maybe this is when we put them to sleep.
It appears that somebody has put the
Rocks back.
rocks back.
That's interesting. Are they like close to each other?
The rocks?
No, the kobolds.
No, they appear to be spaced out all the way around.
So sleep's not gonna.
Yes, we can get them to one spot. Maybe
Yeah.
if you walk out, maybe they'll all come over to you, and we can sleep them all together.
Yeah.
Anything else in the
I
room?
mean, we could make some noise in this bit
Yeah,
of the
but
corridor.
there's loads of...
Cages and
Cages and stuff.
I've never got to look in there. So we could make some noise in this corridor and see if we can do the.
Because, I mean,
classic
last time
track them out,
Burnham
bop them
crawled in to where the little
the first cages.
stones were,
Yeah.
got up, flipped it over and ran out again.
They were making a lot of noise. I didn't know what to do.
It was terrible, I remember.
Oh, yeah, Burnham's plans are terrible. Well, why don't you take over?
Okay, so what do you think, gang? We got to get them all in one spot so we can use sleep. Or does anybody have any other ideas?
No, sleep's quite a good area effect.
How big is the area effect?
It is
90 feet.
No, I think that's the range.
For those of us following along in the book,
It doesn't say in
we
here.
are on page 276. Sleep
Ah,
spell.
creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose.
So we need
So
to
that's
get them.
a 20-foot
like-
radius. So
It
Yeah.
lasts 1 minute.
Oh,
How big's the room?
Bigger than 20 foot.
and then how spread out are they?
Yeah, but then are they all like single corners of the room? That seems unlikely.
What do you mean there?
So
Well, it's a circular
you're
room.
saying the room is bigger than 20 feet,
Yeah.
but these
How far away are they?
how far away
From each other.
from each other?
I'm trying to work out the distances in the room. Where they're sitting, you're probably able to get two within 20. It looks like they're sitting next to these cages, and it looks like they're attending to them and stuff.
2 might be, because how many D8s do you roll?
He rolls
5.
5d8.
5d8. So your average on I'm going to get, like, let's say we're going to get half. That's going to be 5 4, so that's going to be 20. Chances are you're only going to be able to knock out 2 anyway if they've got an average of
Yes.
12 health.
Yeah, maybe we should just
Yeah.
get the
So
2.
get the 2.
What do you want to do with the third then?
Then we'll bum rush the third.
Okay.
Because he'll just see 2 mates falling asleep.
Yeah.
And then me and Tully have got our methods.
Forward whip, punch, punch!
On a whip, punch, punch.
Yes. Okay, sleep away on the 2 that are within the radius.
Okay.
So we're entering the room. Who's on the left? Who's on the right? Where are these 2?
So there's one you can see on the left and 2 close together on the right. The 2, the one is sitting down, just not really doing anything. The 2 are moving towards each other and towards one of the cages nearby,
Okay.
holding some stuff in their hands.
Put them to sleep. Don't put them to sleep. Yeah. Try and cast it away from the cages. So you don't want to put all the animals in the cages to sleep.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to cast sleep on those 2.
Okay, roll your thing to see how many hit points, and I will roll hit points to see how many they have.
5d8. So we did the rolling off mic to save a bit of time. So how many did you get, Robin?
16.
So how does that work out, DM?
So basically, with this spell, each starting with the creature that has the lowest current hit points, each creature affected by this spell falls unconscious until the spell ends. So basically, you subtract each creature's hit points from the total before moving on.
One of them falls asleep.
Okay.
He just drops down as if he's fainted and just sort of stumbles forward, and you hear a clatter and a sort of sploosh as if some liquid has been dropped and that kind of stuff. And the second kobold sort of looks down at him, and have you still got your voice on?
Yes.
Okay. Thal, what's happened? Oh dear, you've had a funny turn. Lanky, come over here.
Oh shit, boys, we've got to do something about this.
He calls the other kobold over.
It might be easier to fight them if they're all in one place.
Yes, it's
Can
true.
I do an action as well as my attack? Or that's a separate
No,
thing?
that is your action, I'm
That is my
afraid.
action, okay.
Unless it says
What did you
it's
want
a
to
bonus
do?
action.
I've got hypnotic gaze I can do. As
Oh,
an action.
right. Well, we could use that later, maybe.
Yes.
Fickle?
There's something wrong with Loud.
We need to get them now while the opportunity's hot.
I try with my bow.
Oh, yes, okay. Try and get one of them, yes?
I do non-lethal on the one who's closest to the sleeping one.
Botch. The poison dice.
I think, where are your... It's because you're not using your own d20s.
Yeah, if only though you had unicorn power. It's alright, it'll be good. It's cool. 69.
69
my
is a
favourite number.
full prone.
God's sake.
Oh!
Botch missed full prone.
It's because I'm playing without a cup of tea.
Yeah, if only you
Yeah,
had...
you've not had 9 already. Yeah, it's that 10th cup of tea would have made the difference.
Isn't this the second time you've fallen over trying to shoot this man? You've fallen over before trying to shoot it.
It's because I'm not even supposed to have one.
I don't think you know how to use that,
So
Fickle.
Fickle pulls her bow up but doesn't realise, she was sewing earlier.
Yeah.
The bow's kind of got wound up with a
You've accidentally
spool
put
of
thread
thread.
in it. You'd put
And
thread.
it just trips me up and I just fall on my face and I bump my chin.
Oh dear.
So one of the kobolds was halfway walking over to where they were. An arrow wings out and just slides along the floor.
But luckily they don't see who shot it because I'd quickly hit the ground.
Yeah, you just see a group of other people watching.
We see 2 beekeeper kobolds doing.
And
One
an arrow
over.
sort of slides along the floor as this kobold
slide.
turns around. Oh no, there's people here. They shouldn't be here. Thalt, what are we going to do?
Have we got to roll initiative again?
We do, yes.
Yay!
Burnham rolls a 23 overall.
18 plus 3, 21.
20 when I don't bloody need it.
And-
23.
Yeah, so
Aruk?
Aruk, you rolling initiative? Yeah. Good, yeah. Nice to have you in the room, mate.
God.
Very well.
Right, it's everyone then Aruk.
And
well,
everyone
sorry.
Kobolds and Aruk.
And then Tully, because Tully's after Aruk. I rolled Tully.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You rolled less than me then.
Who's first?
Me, 23.
23 as well.
Oh.
Natural 20.
He got.
20.
She
I
got
rolled
that.
natural 20.
She got
So
that as
did
well.
I.
Oh, well then let's go again.
10.
19.
You want to go first or second?
I'm going to
I think it was clear you wanted to go first.
I wanted to let you have another shot. You're on the floor, nut.
I don't have any nuts.
Right. Which one is furthest away? The one who's helping his friend, or the one who just had an arrow fired at him?
The one who's helping his friend.
Then, how far away is he? In feet.
30 foot, let's say.
35 feet I can travel, so I've got 5 feet to spare when I
quick
get there.
You're going to have to run past the other one to get there.
Can I not clamber over the cages as I go? I've got 5 feet of spare.
Yes, you'll have to give me an acrobatics
Yep.
to do that.
No, to spare.
Okay.
It's very rude.
Let's see what's on your mind, Frank.
Wales.
13. Sorry, DM.
You make it over. You're going to be doing this. What are you doing? An attack?
Yeah.
Unless you've got there. Unless you can roll me another higher acrobatics, it's going to be with disadvantage though.
13.
No, I'm afraid not. So you're attacking with disadvantage if you want to.
So what happens?
You're running over these cages and you realise that some of them don't have tops.
Silly of me.
As you step through them, you realise that you're stepping amongst other there's some cots and swaddled clothing and things inside these cages that you're running through.
Are they children? Oh my god, you thought the children were rocks.
No, they weren't. The things. I literally got in there with them. Were you even listening to anything we lady.
Who are you? Why am I in
They
this
were
room?
definitely wrong. I was like this far away from them. It wasn't a baby orc, and I went, "Oh, that's a rock."
Oh no, they've turned the babies into rocks.
Right, okay, with
They
disadvantage.
won't,
So
actually.
20 on my first one, but
Oh, that's burn.
Oh.
9 plus 5.
That's
14.
a hit.
Yes.
So Burnham takes a run. He sort of does a little bit of wall running, slips a little bit, runs through sort of like legs up as if he's running through. You know when you do the running through tyres thing.
Yeah.
He does that through there, jumps forward, and then goes with a flying punch
Okay,
towards
and
the
it does.
kobold.
7 damage.
Okay.
And then I feel like you probably need. How badly does it react to that? Because his hit points have rolled. Did his head pop off?
Hang on,
That'd be a very bad roll for his head to pop off.
Yeah, that's fingers crossed.
So what was that? How much?
7.
7 damage. You feel the crunch of bone under your fist.
Well, then I think I might as well spend a key point and do that again. So then I go for a kick to the chest.
Okay, yep, do it.
Botch. Give me Daisy. 19, just a miss.
So just a miss.
And then I get my third attack. Phew. Oh no, 5 plus 5, 10.
So Burnham seems to have burnt himself out.
I shouldn't really have got it.
No. With some wonderful acrobatics, you managed to get there, and even with disadvantage, managed to attack him quite successfully in the first, but to no avail for the second 2 attacks. Fickle?
I get up, which is half my movement,
Okay.
and then I run the remaining half towards the creatures. So
The creatures.
Kobolds.
Which
Okay,
one?
right
the
or left?
one you fire the arrow at, or the one I'm near? Because if
Go
you
for
come
the
to
left
my
one,
one, you
'cause
get an
he's-
opportunity
Left
attack.
one.
Yeah.
Why get my arrow out? Like, fucking hell. This is ridiculous. 9, not a hit.
No, I'm afraid not.
But at least it's not a botch.
It's alright, I'll bring him over to you in a second. Is it my turn yet?
Oh, I can't remember the order you had. I had everyone and then Aruk, so yes, it is your turn.
Yes! Full whip! No! Sorry! Sorry, I got confused!
Formal game of 3.
So,
Sorry, I fired out my whip into the ceiling. Oops!
was yours another arrow, was it?
Yeah.
So you move forward towards Lanky, Sami, who was walking towards these guys to help out the person who'd fainted. You notch an arrow, fire it, it misses. After that, you hear some choice words from your husband, and who then flicks out a vine whip and also misses. Right. Let's see what these guys are going to do. So, the kobold near the cages tries to attack Burnham
He's got a point.
and rolls a 16.
Oh shit!
That's a hit.
It's a hit. And that is 4 damage. So he sticks you with this stick.
Ow!
You leave Lanky alone! You shouldn't be down here!
I don't understand you.
That's what Methuselah hears.
Yes. I've got more pressing matters to translate this to everyone.
Are you turning it off for you? or-
No, I'm keeping it
No,
on.
thanks. Don't give me a...
No. The
and-
audience
You didn't need to
likes
tell
it.
me that, but really.
You can tell me.
And
Maybe he just stays quiet.
the other one runs to the stairs down that you can see that lead to a suspected lower area. And he is at the top of those stairs now.
Okay.
Over to Aruk.
So one is asleep, one is being attacked by Burnham,
Yeah, and one's trying to escape.
one trying to
So
escape.
probably escape
I'm going to
one.
use. Oh no, that's not going to work. I'll use my Ray of Frost again
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's
because
fine
actually I
then.
can't use anything else.
Roll it up, Aruk, roll it up.
Shoot true, Ark! Yes!
Plus 4.
16.
Yep, that's a hit.
Roll up your D8, Aruk.
With power!
One.
Well, as long as he's slowed, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Your Tully can catch him.
Yes.
So, sorry, was this the one running at the stairs, was it?
Yeah, the one
Yes.
running away, yeah.
Yep. Okay. And he is slowed.
Pinged him in the back. Good work.
Back to Burnham.
Tully hasn't had a go.
Oh. Sorry, I thought...
Burnham shouts, Tully, chase that one!
And he is going to run. Which one, Burnham?
The one who's running away, not this one, that one.
For him, that's going to be a double move. He double movements over to where the one by the stairs is.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, back over to Burnham.
Then.
Yep. Well, I'll go to punch this one in the face and try and finish him off. No, I
You
missed
need
him.
more of a roll on it, I think.
Yeah,
You're getting too plonky.
I know.
That's what you need.
Well, that
11.
Fickle.
Oh gosh. I am gonna ready my action this time.
Mm-hmm.
So I am gonna notch an arrow, but if the creature runs away or is basically if it runs away from combat, I'm gonna wing it to hopefully take it out. So I'll just ready that action.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna risk firing into and shooting somebody now.
I guess that makes sense. You could kill him on the stairs and you can fall down.
Okay, yep. So you're readying it. If he goes to move down the stairs, you want to fire the arrow. Okay. Who was next? With
Me! The sting of nature's tail! Fawn whip! 16 plus 5. So good!
Which one?
On the one going down the stairs, Ovo!
Yep, that's a hit then.
There's an opportunity attack for Talia.
Yes, I'm pulling him 10 feet closer. He's already frosty and slow. I'm going to do 5 damage to him, and he's coming over to Daddy!
Tully, punch him!
Tully fails to punch him. I'm sorry, Burnham.
You're no Burnham! You'll never be a Burnham with that attitude. Do a spin kick next
Just a
time.
belt.
As the guy gets whipped as the kobold gets whipped towards you, hear, "Oh no, my arm!" And you see a spurt of blood come out of his upper arm area where the whip has grabbed him.
Lovely, nice and tight.
Okay.
You can shoot him now,
I shoot him now.
because he's not near the stairs anymore.
Non-lethal. Oh god, that's so bad. So 10. What the hell's going on?
It's alright, dear. Afterwards, I'll show you how to use it properly.
Thank you.
What about all your other bard
Since
stuff?
you married Burnham, since you married Methuselah, you've not hurt a single creature.
I'm really nervous to use my spell slots.
You should be.
I've got,
Mooncrack's going
Because
to
I've
be a
got
real
so few
dick.
because I need to level up.
I've got so few. Because normally we would have leveled by now when you're going to a big boss.
Oh,
So-
yes, we've already heard this. Let's keep going.
Well, I'm just saying what Danny just said.
Yes.
No, I was saying what I thought you were going to say.
Yes. Okay, the kobolds now.
Yeah. So the one next to Burnham is gonna try and run away.
Opportunity attack!
Roll it.
You can do it.
I
Burnham.
can do it! 17!
Yeah, you need a big roll, that's
hit.
all.
And my D4. 4!
I did a 7 last time. Leave me alone.
He takes the damage. Is that a kick to the back? Is it?
Yeah, kick it right in the back!
He stumbles, and you can hear him. Well, no, you can hear yip 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 yip.
No, I'm not surprised. You did it to you too!
What's that mean?
What's it mean? Well,
Yes.
everyone cover their ears.
Everyone cover their ears! Only for me. Only for Jewel. Only for Methuselah.
Oh, that really hurt.
Oh, I thought you said that, yeah.
I didn't hear that.
And he makes his way towards the stairs again, stumbling but managing to keep his balance.
Is it the same set of stairs where the other one, where Tully is?
Yes.
Right.
And the other one decides he's had enough also and gets down, and you hear a yipping. Are you listening again?
Yes.
I'm sorry, look, just leave us alone. We're here for the good. You nasty people coming in here. I don't know what you want. You can have everything but the younglings.
Okay, everyone. Finish off the stairwell one.
We've got no gold here.
Aruk, Tully.
We don't like gold, we just like the moon.
Aruk, Tully. They're saying that they'll fight us to the end. Finish them.
We can't understand them.
Okay.
He's the only one who gives a translation.
Is it Aruk's turn or?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to do Ray of Frost on the one furthest away.
Nice. The one which hasn't been frosted yet.
The one who has already been frosted.
Because it wears off after a
Yeah.
turn.
Oh, okay.
Keep
Whichever
it
one hasn't, but whichever one's given up, you can leave alone. Really. I mean,
Yeah, he's going for the furthest one.
okay.
Sorry.
Roll it up.
Okay. I'm still going, yeah.
Oh, he's so
20.
Double damage.
Oh no, max damage. Well, we have a crit table, max damage at least, and then all other things.
56.
What's your max damage?
8.
And this is the ray.
Yeah, this is the ray.
You fire out this. Is it double ray? From
56. If he doesn't kill him, it means he's weakened as well.
Is this
So light streaks, so multiple light.
what from?
From the eyes and the mouth.
Okay,
So
right.
3.
So they come out, and you hear this sizzling, and the kobold body slides along the floor and is half over, half on this floor. So half his body is sort of.
Tully's at the top of the stairs, so I tell Tully to push it up so it's not falling down the stairs.
Oh no, Sammy! Oh no! You mean people!
Who wants to finish off this one?
Whose go is it next?
I guess it's Burnham's.
Well, we're kind of out of combat now, so it's up to you guys how you want to play this.
Burnham?
Quiet, quiet.
Right, if you want to do it quietly, someone's gonna have to try and hold his mouth while you're doing it.
Tully!
Yeah, Tully comes over and
Well, Tully can just put him in a sleep hole and choke him to death.
Well, they've got snouts, so you just hold it together like a crocodile.
yeah,
While someone else touches him.
with a firm grip, he grips onto the.
a quick pump.
Fickle, would you like a stab?
Fickle throws up.
You've thrown up so many times.
I might be pregnant.
Oh, we haven't fucking consummated, so it's not mine.
No, but there's been a golden pip. No, you're right. I haven't. We haven't.
None
done
of you
anything.
know about the golden pit.
Fickle's just been
Why
sick in
was
the
things should
corner.
be done off mic.
Aruk, that was some amazing wizardry skills from your staff. I noticed there's a sculpture on it, which is imbued with your magical properties.
Yes, it's the face of my dead daughter.
Oh, that's awkward.
Let's go downstairs, everyone.
Should we not look at the babies up here first?
So Aruk walks over to have a look at Aruk walks over to have a look at the cages.
Okay, in these cages, you can see a series of very young animals, dragonborn, orcs, and kobolds.
So they're all babies.
How many orcs?
All babies in the sense that most of them sort of like you'd say toddler age, some a bit older. Some of the orcs you would think would probably be in the region of about 4 years old. And on closer inspection, you recognise these orc children.
And there are 4 of them, or more than that, or?
There are 4 of them.
Okay. I'm going to open the cage
Okay,
to the orc babies.
do it. Yep, you do it.
Well, hang on,
that was
Aruk.
easy.
Maybe we should rescue them later. We've got a more important mission. We need to turn off this. We need to get our life forces back.
I think we should get the children and get them to run out into the forest, because if they're using the children,
Upon seeing you, the
Sarah.
children start crying and
I don't think they're going to
Putting
want to
their
run
arms
away.
out.
They live here.
they put their arms out.
So the whole
Fickle
the whole
starts
point of
letting
me,
them opening the cages.
yeah. So
and then they
like,
start moving away from you.
They're going to be scared of us. We just killed their parents.
It's all right. I'm just opening the cages.
So my primary purpose is to collect the kids. So I've met that. So I would want to get the kids out. If you guys want
I'm going to
kind
help
of move
Robin.
on.
I'm going to
Yeah.
use a performance.
Robin.
I'm going to help the orc.
I'm going.
Hide
I'm
in the
go-
temple.
I'm going to take the children out. Are you going to continue without us?
No, we need you.
I'm going to play my magic musical instrument,
My life force.
my little harp, and I'm going to do a song with an instrumental to
Could
count
we-
children.
Yep.
Actually,
16.
Okay. How's the
And-
song go?
It hasn't got any words, so it goes something like. Is
it like a lullaby song?
Kind of. Just wait till I finish. It's okay.
And from the back of the room, you hear from the back of a room in
This is my moment, bitches.
from the back of a room in one of the corners, you hear a voice echoing what you've done. And you go over, and there is a half-elf baby.
Oh my goodness! I
Not
strapped
baby, child, very
I
small
strapped the
child.
half-elf baby on my back, like Yoda with Luke Skywalker. And I say, get these children out of here now, orc person.
You feel some little hands come around your face and start rubbing your pointy ears.
I go, oh!
I feel like we should move past this moment.
I say,
And
Really touching tender moment, which is really. Oh, it's okay. Can we
I
move
say,
past it?
Methuselah, we've got our first one.
Honestly, I'm going to be honest. I don't give a shit. Where's my fucking life force?
Don't listen
So
to Daddy. Don't listen to Daddy. He's very overwrought.
so the orc children seem to be quite keen on being near you,
Yeah.
Aruk.
Can you get the
But they
orc-
don't seem very nice. They don't seem like they're very happy to be near anyone else.
Can you encourage the orc children to help bring the other children? Because
So, do the orc children look like they'd be big enough to help the other children, or kind of walk themselves?
they're going to be bigger
I
than
don't
the
know,
others.
like
Yeah,
different.
four's a reasonable age, isn't it?
Yeah.
No.
So they'd all kind of be able to walk themselves and follow.
Yeah. So the Dragonborn children seem quite keen on getting out. They seem very keen.
They might be taken from the village.
I say, do any of you know
the-
Darla? Are any of you Dragonborn children from the same village as Darla? Darla?
Yeah, we know, Darla.
You need to go with this orc man, and we need to run outside, and you need to help the other little ones.
As long as you take us away from the evil people.
We will. You need to run into the forest, and
Just to check, who are the evil people?
The evil people?
Are there these ones on the floor, or are there these ones standing up?
No, the orcs.
Okay,
And
good.
the
Yeah, as long as
kobolds.
it's. Just worried it was us.
And then you
I
hit,
say
and then,
you need to go into the forest
hang
and
on,
find
hang on. And so when the Dragonborn say that, you hear the orcs contradict them. They say, no, we'll stay with the orcs. They feed us and give us toys and play with us.
It's interesting. So, forgot my name.
Why don't you talk to the
Aruk.
children? Your orc.
That's a good point. I might talk to the children.
What happened to you, children?
Oh, we've been here. This is where we live.
Is this all you remember?
Yeah, why would we remember anything else?
Okay, I've lost interest talking to the children. So now, Aruk is going to talk to the rest of the team.
I do not care about the children.
I was just in the middle of dressing the Dragonborns.
Yep.
So I say to the Dragonborn children, we're friends with Darla. I need you to get out of the pyramid and run into the forest. And I describe like the heavily bushed place where we all hid and say, hide there and we'll look after you. But you need to get out and run. So I describe where they need to go.
Okay, we'll do that.
So,
Okay.
I think
So the Dragonborn are a mix of ages. You've got some
So I
as
say
young
to
as
the-
3, but
yeah.
generally up. The max age that you've got there is about 4 or 5.
Tully, go with the children, protect them.
Protect the children.
They're nothing to do with pears, Burnham.
This is an unprecedented situation of potential membership.
This-
Orphan children are a massive way of increasing membership within the monastery.
Fucking hell, you
so
all broken people. You're caring about children, your own performance egos, your own cults. What about my life force?
so anyway, Aruk talks to Tully.
Tully,
Tully?
That's Tully, I'm Burnham.
Yeah, I know. I was.
You're looking at me.
Yeah, I know.
We're going to take the children and then we'll meet you after.
So Aruk's going to take the children out with Tully, and then he'll come back to meet you guys after.
Oh no, we're not going with you. We're staying here.
Wait, who are you?
I'm the children.
Okay,
That's
I couldn't
not-
tell.
But you
I wasn't sure
ignored
which voice
earlier.
it was.
No, the Dragonborns are going to do what I say.
Yeah, the orc
And go
children
with
you said
Tully.
looked like they like me.
Yeah, but we don't want to leave.
You need to remind them of
from
where
where
they
I'm
come from.
I'm gonna kind
Why
of-
don't
You
you
are
tell
an
them
orc.
about the village where they come from and what happened to them?
Yeah, I do that.
Okay. So you might want to try and be convincing so the DM isn't so punishing when you make your shitty roll.
Yeah. Like, the
Like,
DC
plead
check
your
being
case
18 or
dramatically.
15
Okay.
is up
To
to
reach
you.
the narrative arc that we've arrived to.
Okay.
And then we can play from the story emerging from that. Or
Yeah,
you could
okay.
just say fuck it and then we'll all die.
As this is
So Aruk talks about the mountains he came from, the cold.
do it in
Talks
character.
about.
And I play a mountain orc. Carry on.
Come on, do it.
Okay, fine.
Okay, children. Do you remember the cold? Do you remember the mountains?
Oh yes, we remember the cold.
Great.
It's cold down here as well, though.
No, it's quite
Need to be
hot.
more convincing.
Yeah, okay. But like, how?
Anyone would think
I'm
this.
going to lock the children back up in a minute. They seem more happy. I think he's lying. I don't think he's really from the mountains.
Emotional pleads.
Okay, so also Aruk's going to get down on his knees and get the kids touching his face so they get used to the whole, like, remembering where they came from as well.
Do they touch his
Maybe
face?
point out
Yeah.
all your metal studs. You said
Yeah,
they
exactly.
had metal studs in their face where you're from.
What?
None of the fathers have metal in their faces here.
But they might remember their parents having the metal studs that you've got.
Yeah,
Say, what about
exactly.
your
So that's
mothers?
I'm
What do you mean,
saying.
yeah, exactly? You
No,
said
that's what I just said. I said that they're going to touch the face.
Let's all
and
be
then-
silent and
Yeah,
let Robin and Tom
let him
have
plead.
it. Let's
One plead, and then we can laugh afterwards. One plead.
give him his moment.
Shh.
Stop doing
Okay,
that.
so I mentioned that. Okay, I'll do it in voice.
Do you remember the mountains, the cold, the tribe? We are Cola.
No, not really. We remember the cold.
You're gonna make
But
it
it's
hard.
nice and cool down here.
I'm going to use.
Ray of Frost.
Now, bitches!
I'm going to use suggestion.
Okay, good.
I'm going to do it to the orc child who keeps talking back to me because it looks like a little.
Why
leader.
don't you remind
So you can only do it on one person.
Yes, I can.
You
So
haven't
you were lying to me.
I was reading.
Between the
And then
lines.
Between the lines.
Robin, you would probably know some of the mothers' names who lost their children.
Appeal to
So
them.
say, what about your mothers? Or
That's
say,
a good idea. Yeah, I'm going to do that as well.
'Cause we
I'll
believe
do that
in all the
first.
orcs.
Do it.
So,
Do you remember Maka and Uu and Lilulaba?
Oh,
Lilu.
so you do remember? You do that?
I think so. It's such a long time we've been here.
They
It's
must
such a
miss
long
you.
time.
They must miss their parents.
We have
Make
our
them remember
parents.
to their real parents.
We have the daddies.
And if, maybe if your parents are gone, there's a cult.
The daddies look after us.
The mummies give you even more food.
I don't remember.
Okay, I'm just going to do suggestion.
Just appeal. Yeah, do suggestion on
I
one.
mean,
of
you
them
could
and
try.
and
You
kill
could try and roll persuasion.
Oh,
them.
I
Do
could
suggestion
actually,
on
I'll
one
do
and try and,
persuasion. I didn't
like
think
appeal
of
to
that.
the others.
and I
persuasion.
start quietly bringing the Dragon Ball children out and lining them up so they're ready.
Well, Tully's ready to lead them out.
Will Tully help with that?
Tully, you lead these children for safety.
Yes,
We
Brandon.
know what great resource orphans are.
As you looking at, so I've given you the information based on your cursory glances around this room. Are any of you going to do a proper deep investigation of it? or-
I'm worried about people coming up the stairs, so I'm keeping an eye on the stairs with my form whip, and I'm also looking around the rest of the room. Also, you've said about Dragonborn, a half-elf, and the orcs. Are there other animal creatures down here?
Yeah.
So we're only saving like half of them at the moment.
And we're going to save all of them, but we've got to kind of get them. If all of them are leaving, it's more likely that all the children will go, right?
I think it would be easier if we just killed everyone and let them go.
I say to the little half elf on my back, "What's your name?"
My name is Sita.
Oh, Sita. What's happened? What do they make you children do? Have they hurt any of you? Have any of the children gone missing since they've been here?
No, they just play with us and give us food, and they let us climb over the big daddies.
Oh, are the big daddies wearing clothes when you're climbing over them?
We can print that bit off the podcast.
What?
Well, they're fun. They throw us around.
What happens with the blue light, Sita?
What blue light?
Do you miss your family? How did they capture you?
I don't know. I've always been here.
Okay. Well, you're going to stay with me and we're going to find out where you come from, because you didn't come from a cage at the bottom of a weird temple in this forest.
There aren't any people with pointy ears.
No, pointy ears are the best.
Yeah.
Do you know the names of all these other children?
That's fair.
I just need to know. I just need to know if all the children know each other.
Yeah,
Who is the biggest boy? Who's the leader or the biggest girl who everyone listens to?
Oh, 3B.
Where's 3B?
3B's one of the orcs.
Okay, so I say to Aruk, I say 3B. I say the name of the most influential children in the orcs is 3B. So maybe do you know 3B's mum's name, or can you? I don't know.
Yes, it was Lulabala.
So talk to 3B about Lulabala, maybe.
Okay. Did you point out which one that is?
Yes.
Okay.
Sita pointed out from behind my shoulder, I guess.
So I kneel down next to
3B.
3B, and I try to persuade him to come to safety with me.
Roll it.
Are you using suggestion or just persuade?
Persuade.
Just persuade, and then
Can I use? I don't. Oh,
Plus your
I'm-
persuasion.
Yeah, it's not very good.
Can I
think it's
help
like
with a
one.
persuasion or not really? Because I don't.
It's -1, in fact.
I don't know. Is your bardic
I'm just wondering if I could give him a bardic inspiration, but I don't know if it's on that kind of a roll. Do you know what I mean?
I reckon could be.
Yeah?
Hmm.
Okay, I give him a bardic inspiration, and then if you roll a d6, you can add it. Yeah, you can use it one ability check. So,
That's -1.
-1,
oh
which is
gosh, 9.
9.
I think you should use this as John.
No, they carve us toys, and they take us out on occasional trips and all sorts. But we
Do
like
you have
it
to
down
have a poo
here.
in the poo room? Because they're much nicer places to go to the toilet.
No, I just poo there, and then they clean it up. The kobolds, the little people. I'm going to be much bigger than the little people, and I'll be strong, and I'll serve the magical moon man.
We have to move this along, everyone.
Yeah, so I'm going to do a suggestion to 3B.
Okay.
And I'm going to say,
Come with us to safety and lead the others.
so I feel like I'm giving up now.
I don't like your metal face.
I'm not sure what to say to any of that.
I think she's made her decision. Off we go to the life force chamber.
Well, Tully is taking the Dragonborns out then.
He'll take all the children.
Any of the children-
As Tully takes the dragon, so there's 5 dragonborn children. As they're walking out, you realise that the little stone things that you saw are going a bit mental as well, near to one of the entrances, making.
Oh, are they the babies of the other stones? Oh shit! They may have stolen the stone babies.
We'll get the stone babies out. Are there any human babies?
No human babies.
So all the children we can encourage to get out, we send with Tully. And I guess, is it just the orc
So
children
there's all sorts of things in here. There's baby animals, all sorts.
I mean, the baby animals, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to persuade to hide in the forest. But we might be able to open up the door and just let them run out, and hopefully they'll just run to safety.
Yeah.
In one small cage are a number of small squirrel people.
Oh.
Kill them!
What?
Kill them!
Why don't you do a fun illusion?
Or you could do a scary illusion to get them to leave.
Yes, well, what would scare a bunch of orcs?
Or
But
you
like
could
a
you
giant
could do an
snakehead coming
illusion
from the
of one
downstairs.
of the daddy orcs, and maybe they'll follow them
Can't
out.
do one that big, unfortunately.
Oh.
Can only be 5 foot cube.
I might try put. Do those orc babies look quite heavy?
Which babies?
The 4 orc babies.
The 4-4-year-olds.
No, you reckon you could carry them?
I could carry how many?
I reckon you could carry all of them, but you wouldn't
Okay,
be
I'm
able
going
to
to
fight
try
or
and put them
anything.
to sleep.
Yep. Roll it.
Should have thought of that before.
Oh, wait a minute, isn't that one going to wake up soon?
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Oh shit! Punch it, bud, and punch it!
I mean, like, you could not have timed that better.
I slide in and I just put a sleeper hold on, so it's not so brutal. And just hold and hold and hold. And I go, just a nice cuddle, just a nice cuddle!
Who the fuck are you?
I don't speak your language.
He says, do it tighter!
Okie dokie! I really crank on a sleeper hold until I'm pretty sure this thing is dead.
Okay, yeah, he's I mean, I'm gonna just give it to you because with other people, you'd be able to do that. He's choked out.
Yeah. Wonderful.
So you've got too many people, too many kids and children to sort of round up and carry yourselves. But if you organise them into a line, you might be able to get them to all go upstairs.
That's what
and
I
stuff.
was doing with the Dragonborn.
The Dragonborn are complying, and they're waiting there by the jumping stones, waiting to go upstairs.
Do you know what the safest way for us to do this is? Is if we go downstairs, take out Mooncrack.
So I'm doing the sleepy thing.
Methuselah, have you not
Yeah, yeah. What
realised
did you
that
roll?
no one
I
is
haven't
listening
rolled
to
it
you
yet. I was
with
waiting.
your
I'm
life
coming
force
up with a solution. Then, if we open the cages and
Get the
set
dice ready.
fire to it down here, then they'll all run out anyway because there'll be a fire.
Let's see how many if the orcs fall asleep. So roll your 5d8s.
thing. 8.
Yes. All 4 of the orcs drop down into a slumber.
Okay, I pick them all up and start moving.
Question: how many children went missing from the Orc village altogether?
4.
4, but 25 years ago. But they'd be much older. They wouldn't be in cages.
Okay.
So they're not.
So that's good. It means they haven't killed any Orc children.
We couldn't live with ourselves if that had been the case.
No, I'll be fine.
Me too.
So are all the children in the line, apart from the Orc children? So we're ready to go?
Yeah, I think so. The squirrel children took a bit of persuading, but we got some nuts out.
So you managed to get all of the children on board?
No, you've got the Dragonborn and you've got the orc.
Yeah, you're just making up that you've got all the... There are so many children in here! This is nonsense!
How many children are there altogether? 30?
A lot.
Like, what's a lot?
Yeah, probably about 20 to 30.
That's not a lot.
Okay.
Danny was a teacher. That's very manageable.
Yeah, I spoke. No, I didn't speak their languages most of mine.
We're not coming with... What's the squirrel voice?
Well,
We're not coming with you. They give us nuts on command.
There's nuts on the trees everywhere. Don't be so
There's
silly.
nuts on command here.
Can you climb in the trees? Can you leap from branch to branch? That's
No.
Don't you miss that?
no, the squirrels live underground. Not that I know about them. Cave squirrels.
We like staying underground.
Yeah, they're cave squirrels. They're very fucked up.
Do you like pooing in the same place every day?
Yes, do you?
Well,
I kind of like that.
Usually that's what happens.
Yes, I'm with him! Yes, poo spots.
And anyway, look, there's this hole here. I poo down there and it lands down there.
Okay, well, the children that want to go...
And I can see how many nuts I've eaten.
I say, children, I have a very bad feeling that this whole structure is going to be destroyed and collapse tonight. You're at the very bottom of it, and I don't want you to be crushed. And I honestly do believe that because I've been working with this team for a few weeks now.
It's going to happen.
Persuade?
So I'm going to try and persuade them for their safety. They should leave.
And with that one, I think we will leave it there for this week and work out how this charade is going to go next week.
Bye.
The Formal Gamer, podcasts for those with exquisite taste.